Our first time sleeping together. Let me get this shaving cream.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to shave me. And I'm just sitting here. I'm like, you've never seen my vagina before, but grab the razor.
It's none of our business. 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 It's none of our business.
Welcome to the It's Really None of Our Business podcast with Monica and Amanda.
This is a show where we open a cheap bottle or bottles of wine, and we're going to attempt to solve the problems of the world.
And what are today's problems?
Today's problems are, why is there so many bottles of wine open?
You know what? I never see that as a problem. Too much wine is not a problem.
So anybody watching on YouTube, and not just the audio version, you'll see like 20 glasses of wine, and I'm not exaggerating when I say 20.
And we drank 20.
Not quite. So what's happening here, you guys can see we have brought the husbands in.
Yeah.
Greg and Karsten, we decided it was time to have them join the show. You guys hear us talk about them every single week. We might as well let you guys...
What?
Didn't you know?
I didn't know about this.
Yes, we do talk about you every week.
So, and the reason why
listen to
there's so
those.
much wine is we just filmed a wine tasting video. So we're not actually like the kind of people that like sit down with 5 glasses of wine each.
Are you sure?
Well, we would sit around with 5 bottles of wine, but normally you wouldn't have 5 glasses each.
You don't open them all at once. That's insane.
That's kind of a good idea. I think from now on we should do that.
It's like you just, because sometimes I want the lighter one.
Maybe
Sometimes
it could
I
be
want...
your theme, where you have like 20 glasses of wine at all times.
Every episode, like when we record on like a Sunday at 1 p.m., we have 20 glasses of wine.
Oh my God, can you imagine? I'd be drunk all the time. Greg would love that, wouldn't you?
Okay, so what we're doing here is we want our viewers to get to know our husbands because
Yay.
why not? You guys know us. Now it's time to know these guys. So let's do a little like...
Let's do this, Greg.
Yeah, let's do it.
Excellent.
And it's interestingly enough, Amanda, because, you know, we both have relationships where we actually like our partners, which I think is a little unusual. I think we are
Do you think
unusual.
so?
Yes. How many women are like, oh, my husband sucks so bad?
What's a good sign
Most.
so far?
You know what? That's
So far,
actually...
so good.
So far, it's going good for
Shut
us.
up, we're talking. We're talking, you need to be quiet
You
while
guys
we're
talk
talking.
too fucking
Do you guys
much.
understand podcast etiquette?
Yeah, like, hello, let's give, you
Yeah.
know, you give your husband that look.
Give them the timeout.
Okay.
Wait,
no.
that's kids.
Yeah, okay. But seriously, like, in our relationship, in mine and Greg's relationship, I am the child and he is the adult.
Do you get timeouts?
I think he would give them to me for sure because
Okay.
I am the one who's like, you know, making a mess and I'm like the disaster.
Okay, let's
person.
talk about that. So,
Okay.
Greg, we actually, on our previous episode, Monica wanted to do this whole segment of like what annoys you about your partner, what,
Oh boy.
you know, and I was like, I told her we couldn't do that segment because nothing annoys me about Kirsten. He's perfect and so am I.
I wanted to know what annoyed
Bullshit.
Carson about you. Not
Okay.
like I didn't want to know what annoyed you about Carson because you had nothing to say. That
Because
was
he's
annoying.
perfect and so am I, Monica.
So, but
Okay.
then I thought, oh my God, Greg's gonna have this laundry list. Of
Okay,
things
well,
that are annoying.
and now we have him. He's in the hot seat, so let's find out. Okay, so Greg, we haven't really heard much from you, so let's do a little introduction. You are Greg. How long have you and Monica been together?
I am Greg.
Hi, Greg.
Hi.
am
Monica and I
Greg.
have been together for 8 years now.
That's a long time to put up with a Monica.
Monica.
Monica is fucking awesome, and I tell him every day. I wake
She-
up in the morning and I
she
go,
does.
"You're so lucky."
That is the first thing she says to me every day. Yes.
Are you guys the kind of couple, like when you wake up in the morning,
Yeah.
do you kind of like just get up with your separate alarms and like do your own thing, or do you like, good morning?
No, you know what happens? He sneaks out of the bed. Like he just like he knows better, and he just like gets out of the bed before I can wake up. I'm like, oh fuck, I missed my morning opportunity.
What happens if you happen to wake up earlier? Are you like a fucking get out of bed, I don't care if I wake him kind of person?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how I am.
That's what all women are.
Yeah. So during the week,
Yeah.
like I get up at 5.
Yeah.
And so I get up, get out of bed. I don't sneak out of bed. I just get up, get out of bed.
sneak out of
She's
bed.
unconscious, and so I go and drink some coffee and watch some news and relax.
Yeah, classic
and,
old man shit. I get it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm an old man. So then Monica comes downstairs, an hour later or so, and that's the first interaction that we have. And so she'll look at me and she'll say something like, "You're so lucky."
Yeah.
And
You're so lucky you have me. That's what I say
Yeah.
to him usually.
So is this like
Yeah.
bullshit or you actually
No,
do
I
it?
do that. Yeah.
yeah.
Should I try that?
That's creepy.
And then she won't let me out of the kitchen until I give her a hug in the morning.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah.
You're so needy. I can
I
just
know.
picture you
I
hanging
know.
around his neck like, Greg, tell me I'm pretty.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I do.
That's what she does.
And tell me you love me.
Okay, so now we know about the good stuff. Now let's get to the down and dirty. What is Monica bad at? What do you hate? What is she like? What makes you go crazy?
What do you hate about me?
You can't.
Don't answer that question.
Yeah,
don't
it's a
don't answer
trap.
that question.
It's a
don't
trap.
do it. Don't do it.
This feels like it's a trap.
No, but for real. So we know that you guys you're more kind of like me in that like organized, like you yelled at a TELUS person the other day. Anybody who's a follower of the podcast knows that I also yell at people who
Yeah.
work as customer service. That's just who I am as a person. I might be known as a Karen. Turns out you're also a Karen. So like if you're a Karen and Monica's kind of like boop-a-doop-a-doo going through life, like
Yeah.
it must kind of get on your damn nerves.
Does it get on your nerves, Greg?
Or do you embrace her uniqueness?
I love Monica.
That's the right answer.
Hey,
Hey.
you don't go through 3 divorces and hit 50-something without knowing a few proper answers.
I kind of want to interview you separate on those 3 divorces. We should circle back to that.
Yeah. Okay, but seriously, don't you think that? I think the thing with me and Greg is that we are completely on the opposite scale. Like
Yeah.
he is more of he's really assertive. He goes for what he wants. He's not gonna put up with any bullshit. And I'm like this. Everything is beautiful. Look
at the rainbow.
Yeah, look at the rainbow. But I don't think a Greg could be with somebody like himself. Like somebody
Yeah.
who has that much energy can't be with somebody like that. They need that balance.
Yeah.
And I need that too because I would drive myself fucking crazy.
But I know because
I feel like I beg to differ a little bit because
Yeah.
like Amanda and I are like almost the same.
I was gonna say that.
Really?
We don't have the one of us
divorce in 2.5
Yeah, I
years
heard
for
that.
that- we gave ourselves a 7-year limit,
It's
and
been
we've
9.
passed it. So
Oh.
we're due. We're due
for
for a
you.
divorce.
you. Yeah, congratulations. That's
So
awesome.
here's I know I'm not easy.
Okay.
I'm not.
Yeah.
No way, shape, or form am I under the delusion that I'm easy to be with. So I'm
Okay.
impressed with Monica. She's lasted 8 years.
It's because
Trust
I don't notice that you're not easy.
You don't get divorced as many times as I have without starting to think maybe it is me.
You're like Ross. You're like Ross from Friends. You're the common denominator.
There is one common denominator. That's what I said. But the truth is, yeah, Monica and I are so different.
Yeah.
So
I'm amazing,
yeah.
and you're
He's-
less amazing.
He's thankful to be with you.
Yeah, I'm so
And you're
I'm
grateful.
so lucky.
Yeah,
You
and
know what
you're
it
so
is?
lucky.
Maybe he's just like, I'm 50. Like, I'm not gonna keep looking. I gotta stick with this one.
Yeah.
I feel like you get to an age where you just stop giving a fuck about things.
She 69's me. I'm keeping her.
But yes,
Yeah.
Monica's a disaster. Like,
Yeah.
she's the first person I ever met who, when she's done cooking, there's food on the ceiling. I can't figure that out. That's I don't know how that happens.
Well, that's because she's flipping, you know?
I
Yeah.
feel like I could manage that.
There's like food everywhere, and there's like, and the rule is in our house is I cook and he cleans, which is fucking amazing because I do love to cook. Like
That's insane, though. You just like throw stuff. You're like,
I
well,
don't-
I don't have to clean it.
I don't really, but I do tend to use like all the pots, all the pans, all the dishes, you know, and there's like,
I would divorce you so fast.
okay, you know what makes Greg crazy is like, I tend to do things like just throw shit on the counter. Like if I'm using a spoon, I'll just put it on the counter without something underneath it. And then there's like messes everywhere. And he's like, has this little twitch that he does.
Yeah, it's okay
You know?
to do that if you're also like the one cleaning.
If you're the one cleaning it up, like just last night, I was doing some of the like cooking. When I refused to cook in front of Amanda, I fucking hate it because she's a Nazi.
Yeah.
Like Greg over there. Like Greg, she's
That is
she's a
offensive.
cleaning Nazi.
Yeah.
And when I cook by myself,
I can be married to you
when the
too.
job's done,
Yeah.
that kitchen's clean. The
Yeah.
kitchen's always clean. Doesn't matter how it happens. Doesn't matter if I'm throwing fucking spritzing shit over here and throwing shit over there.
Let's talk about that.
So there's some differences between you and Monica then, because you make a mess, but you clean up.
Well, why would I clean
Monica
up?
doesn't-
Well, no. Depends if she's around. If she's around, she's like has to take over. So I just walk
So
away.
maybe if you weren't around, she would do it?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. No, I don't hover over her because I will go insane.
You'll lose your
That's-
damn mind.
The last thing I want is to die of a brain aneurysm in the kitchen over Monica's mess. So I leave her alone. I let her just destroy everything, and then I
Come in with
You
the
come in,
hazmat suit.
Isn't that
the
great?
cleanup crew.
Yes.
It's
So there's a
fantastic.
difference between
Yeah.
the type of disaster you're talking about because you
I clean it
you
up
clean
myself.
it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Why would you do that?
I'm-
you
I'm-
not
I'm an
learn.
idiot at this,
Like
obviously.
we need
I
to
just
talk.
don't-
We need to talk.
Obviously, you don't know how this is done.
You don't know how this
Well,
works.
we're not
man.
as old as you. We're trying to learn.
That's why we had you over. You guys are our mentors.
mentors,
I don't know
yeah.
if we told you
Oh,
this
good
yet,
lord.
but you are our
That's the
mentors.
last thing you want.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now that we kind of get to know who you guys are, what our dynamics are relationship-wise, the premise of this show is we want to solve the problems of the world.
Yes.
So we
impossible.
need a little bit of help from you guys. So
Yeah, we do.
I found some questions, and I think maybe we'll get your opinions on them, and then we'll kind of see from there how this goes.
Okay.
So
I don't see this going well for us. Just
It
saying.
never does when
No.
there's two girls interviewing us.
no, it's not an
The
interview.
wives.
This is mostly I would like to know your opinion on this story.
Is this a what the fuck?
This is a what the fuck. So
Right.
Karsten doesn't watch our show, so he.
But
probably
we have a wine and what the fuck? We have the wine. Oh,
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah.
I've heard
you
the
want-
stories. I just don't watch it.
So you understand the concept. So we grab
Yeah.
a bottle of wine and we look on the internet for things that make us go,
what the fuck?
fuck?
Yeah.
So this is one that I found, and it's called "Am I the Asshole?"
Okay.
So I am 24 years old. My boyfriend is 28. He's really protective over his furniture. I assume it's because it's white. This really shows when I'm on my period. My boyfriend does humiliating things like placing sheets on all of the chairs. I feel like if I were to leak, I would just leak through the sheets anyways. And he makes me sleep in the guest bedroom on the first 2 days of my period because they're my heaviest days. And then he even asked me about when was the last time I changed my tampon. I'm a grown woman who's had my period since the age of 12. I don't need somebody to remind me to change my tampon. When he does this, I just feel embarrassed, and it gives me the vibe that he cares more about his furniture than he does me. I'm not even allowed to cuddle him during my period. He acts like I'm a gushing waterfall or something. I started my period yesterday, and as I expected, the sheets came out. I decided to put my foot down. I took all the sheets off the furniture, which got him irritated. I told him he needs to stop treating me like I'm a leaking juice box. He says that I have no right to prevent him from keeping his expensive furniture clean and that I'm the one acting like a jerk. I need to know, am I the asshole? Is she the asshole for bleeding? Or is he insane?
Depends on
Why are you looking at us? So you're just waiting for the wrong answer.
we're waiting
They
for the
are
wrong
setting
answer.
us
They
up.
are
It's a
setting us
setup.
up.
We want to
We're
know
not
what
doing
you
that.
guys have to say about that. Like, what do you think about that guy? What is going on?
When Greg puts out the white sheets, it irritates me a little
What kind
bit.
of fucking 28-year-old dude has white furniture?
Yeah, exactly.
That's my first question.
That's the first.
First
thing.
question
I
is,
think
what
he's
kind of
gay.
fucking loser 28-year-old has
Oh, he
white
might
furniture?
be gay. That's why he's so afraid of periods, too.
Yeah, and so then that was
Yeah.
my comment for sure.
Yeah.
Is good. Maybe when he gets a little bit older, he won't be so scared
But
of the
28?
fact that
He's
women have
28.
periods.
He's
Come
clearly
on.
not very
There's a
intelligent.
problem. Yeah.
Not mature enough.
Yeah.
Like, to not cuddle her and to make her sleep in the guest bedroom when
But then that being said, what is like why? There's feminine products out there that will make it so that she doesn't have to destroy white furniture.
I don't think
But I
that
don't
she's
think she
leaking.
does.
I don't think she's leaking. I think he's just paranoid. That he
Oh,
thinks
okay.
that
Well,
she
then
might.
he's an idiot. That's
like, I don't think she would have written in if she's like, well, I'm constantly destroying the furniture.
I
Like,
refuse to put in tampons.
Can you imagine asking me, when's the last time you
Clearly, he
changed your
doesn't have
tampon?
sex with her on her period.
100%.
No, not if you won't cuddle her.
Okay, let's ask that question. What's your guys' opinion on sex on periods?
Depends if you're cleaning up the mess after.
Oh, have we ever told that story? We got a story.
Okay, Jill.
Karsten and
It was a
I.
massacre.
It was a massacre.
You know, but sometimes you just need to get the job done.
So what happened was we were on vacation. Where did we go? Phoenix. So him and I had a weekend away in Phoenix.
This is one of like life's most embarrassing moments.
Yeah, it's
All
coming
right.
out right now, and we decided
That
that
was a
we.
good time.
Well, because like
Yeah.
we only get so many weekends away. We've got kids and whatever. So
We're doing it.
And you know, you just happen to be on your period. It's like fuck, like how, like. But this is like a drunk sex weekend, literally. So we went to this golf course. We golfed, fucking drank, closed the golf course down, went home and decided like obviously
Is this Airbnb or hotel?
Airbnb.
Okay, so that
Different.
that is a little bit different.
Different.
Yeah.
This is
So-
somebody's like
We
property.
it was terrible. Can you imagine? Oh
And there were white sheets. And
Okay, no, wait. So we fucking go to town and like not really like thinking about what's going on. Like I'm like drunk enough that I'm not paying attention.
I noticed it all.
But after, well, probably
And you
'cause
don't not notice that shit.
afterwards, it looked like a massacre. Like
I noticed it all.
there was blood everywhere, and it was white. It was a
It
white.
was all
All you're
white
thinking is for sure I'm going to get questioned by the
White
cops.
comforter, like it was bad. So then
That
you know,
that guy that we were just talking about would not.
He wouldn't have done it.
He would have broke up with you right there.
100%. Like you're supposed to put sheets down. Like we didn't give a fuck. We were because we were just drunk and we were
But
having fun.
we meet Amanda. So Amanda was ready to roll over and go to bed after
I
we
was.
finished.
That's what I was about to
She's
say.
like,
I
literally was
"Not
like,
my problem."
she's like, not my fucking problem. I'm like, we need to clean this shit up. This is somebody's fucking
This is gonna
Airbnb.
stain.
So usually
my
I
God.
use, I think I use sugar.
Okay, so no, because he's like salt is granular and you'll be able to scrub it out,
Yeah.
right? So he's like, we gotta find salt, and I was like, drunk enough. I'm like, I'm going to bed. He's like, we need to find salt, but luckily the Airbnb happened to have like a canister of sugar for coffee, so he's scrubbing sugar in
Wait.
water.
Oh my
There's a
God.
little trick I learned. Use salt and then.
You
like
must
a-
have been so horny.
It was what it was.
No, this is after. There's no more horny
Yeah,
after
no,
you're
we were
done.
done.
Like,
No,
it's
you're
like normally
done.
I'm the one that like rolls over and goes to fucking bed.
Well, that's what
He
that's
was
what always
scrubbing.
happens.
So, but honestly, because like he cleaned it up, scrubbed it. We wake up in the morning, it was like nothing had
Spotless.
happened, and I'm like,
Are you kidding me?
Trick of the fucking trade right
Good
there.
for you.
sugar.
Salt is better. Sugar works too.
Write this down.
It was a
viewers.
trick I learned back when like we used
Salt
to
is
bleed.
Holy
We used to like one day we're at like Weber's
Like,
house, my buddy's
couldn't
house. Like,
tell?
one of us like sliced ourselves open. There's blood everywhere, and we used fucking. And he's like, "I got a truck." And we're all drunk. We were like 16, and we did the same thing. We cleaned up his mom's
Honestly, I'm
furniture.
telling you.
With
It-
salt and water.
You couldn't tell, and
Salt
like
and water with,
sober
like,
me
just a
because we
rag.
stayed there
And
2,
it
3
soaks
more
it
days.
up. It
Sober
sucks
me,
out the
even
fucking-
like I was like
I
30.
Like,
don't
did you
know why, and
wash
she spills
it?
wine on the
Like,
Well,
I
he
don't
used
get
like
it.
Yeah.
he.
Well, you were like I'm picturing you were still laying in bed snoring on the other side, and he's like
Yeah, that's
cleaning
what,
No, no, not quite. She was a piece of shit in the situation.
I got mine. I'm good. Gushing all over the
Just hurry up and clean this, slave. I'm going to sleep.
We should probably tell the second story of Phoenix.
No. What was that?
The pool party.
Oh no. That's not a pot. We're not telling that story. That's an offline story.
That
oh.
was a good one.
Okay, so moral of the story is who's the asshole in that story? Is she an asshole?
Oh yeah, back
Well,
to the
he's-
story.
He's an asshole.
I'm sorry, a gay person. I can't say the other word.
Like, why would you even be in a relationship with like someone? Like, break the
That is
fuck
the
up
most-
with
He has
that
white
guy.
Furniture. No dude buys white furniture that's straight at 28 years
It's
old.
actually funny because I brought this story up earlier to our group of guy friends when
Yeah.
you were
all my
around.
buddies who are fucked.
Because I wanted to know what they had
Yeah.
to say, and
Yeah.
the two guys, the first thing they said is, "Who has white furniture?" Like they didn't even care about the period thing. They said the exact same thing you did, which is so funny. Like, what kind of guy has white furniture?
Yeah, because he's gay.
So do you think only gay guys buy white furniture?
No.
Yes.
At 28, yes.
At 28.
Yeah.
At 28, yes.
Yeah.
What age are you
Would
allowed?
you like?
Okay, yeah, I would
would
never
you
buy
buy
white
it?
furniture.
No, you wouldn't buy white furniture. I wouldn't buy.
I had white furniture at one point.
Oh,
Are
were
you gay?
He wasn't 28.
No, I said I wasn't 28.
Did you make your wife?
I was
put
in
you-
my 30s.
You were
And
31.
you bought white furniture?
Wow,
Yeah.
okay,
Well, I had a
there we
white
go.
coach, yeah.
This is something I didn't
So
know
this
about
was-
you. This
okay,
is
yeah.
a game
Maybe this is the
changer.
girl. Was this the wife?
And it was,
Was it
no.
her?
That's why you got divorced.
No, because I've never been scared.
Is this your story?
I've never been scared of it.
Was this you who wrote it?
No.
Nobody
No.
likes having sex while you're on your period. Like we all like can
Nobody
agree.
likes it, but if you're fucking want to have
Sometimes
sex,
you
you want to have
just
sex.
you like it.
Monica likes sex any day of the month. It
I
doesn't
find
matter
that you
what's
get
going on.
hornier when you're in your period, to be honest.
I don't really because I find like I'm horny when I feel good about myself, and when I'm all like bloated and bleeding, I don't feel that sexy. But I'll still do it. Sometimes I'm like,
Don't let Monica fool you. She for her to say I find that I'm hornier. No. She finds that she's hornier when she's awake.
awake.
Just,
yeah.
just
Except
alive.
for that period just before she wakes up.
Okay, so
For
this
some
is
reason,
when
she's
I
really
say
horny
Greg
too.
sneaks out of bed. This is why he sneaks out of bed, because he's like, if I wake her up, she's gonna want it. So he, like, I think he does this, like, he holds his breath and he, like, secretly rolls out of bed really quietly, and then he, like, sneaks out. So he doesn't wake me up, because if I hear him, I'm like, grab him,
Yeah, you
like
grab
this.
him.
grab him, and I'm like, it's time.
Get over here.
And then I'm crying and screaming.
He's like, I don't want to. I did it yesterday. That's what he says, and he walks back and forth. All right, so for my wine and what the fuck, I have something that I want your opinion on. So you need to,
Buckle in.
yeah, buckle in. Is that a thing? Buckle in.
Put
Well,
your
like if we're about to go on a ride, I want you to buckle in because I don't want you to fall out the car.
Oh, fine. Yeah, I can
all
like
right.
that.
Put your reading glasses on.
I know it's what happens. When
Buckle
you
in and put your reading glasses on,
39.
folks.
Yeah.
Joking. Should I surprise my boyfriend with an intimate tattoo? So I, 22, would like to surprise my boyfriend with an intimate tattoo for his birthday. I've been thinking of something cheesy like our names and a heart to make it special. That tattoo will be underneath my pubic hair, and I'll shave, get the tattoo, and then let my pubic hair grow back, and he won't notice because we haven't slept together yet. Then, on his birthday, I'll ask him to shave me, and he'll find the hidden tattoo. Do you think that's a good idea? I know.
That's brilliant.
Depends on what age you are.
They
He's
haven't
22.
even slept together.
22.
And she's gonna put his name on
I
her
think it's
vagina.
funny.
Yeah.
There's a problem
I know I'll
here.
have to wait until the tattoo places are open again, of course. So what do you guys think? Like, would that turn you on if your girlfriend,
Maybe at 22.
who you
Maybe.
haven't slept with,
Okay.
is a
Probably not.
good idea?
No, still.
We've
at-
never slept together. Our first time sleeping together. Let me
Yeah,
get
it's
this
weird.
shaving cream.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to shave me. And I'm just sitting here. I'm like, you've never seen my vagina before, but grab the razor. This is your first time seeing my vagina. I want you to fucking pull the skin tight. Don't cut it.
Like, surprise! He says
Grab
your
the weed
name.
whacker and
Yeah.
there's your name.
Like,
Surprise.
Greg.
No.
And would you be like, was your last boyfriend's name Greg?
That's
It's
yeah.
the most insane thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
That is a child,
just
and
nutball.
this is why children should not be allowed to get tattoos. And I know children, like I got my tattoos at 22. I regret them all. I should not have been allowed to get tattoos at that
What do you
age.
got?
3, and they're all stupid. One is
They're
fine.
not that bad.
One's fine.
Yeah.
Actually, they're all fine. I don't
Oh,
actually
fine.
care.
So where's Karsten tattooed on you?
On my
her
pubic
ass.
zone.
It's car stunning.
I would never get a name tattooed on me unless it was my children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't find it.
exactly.
So it's not a sexy quality if your 22-year-old girlfriend
Stupid.
hides your name in her bush.
So,
I think it's funny. I think it's kind of funny.
So
but it's
for
not-
that reason, she should absolutely do it.
Yeah,
but
I
for
kind of
no
want to
other
see it.
reason.
I want to see the reaction.
Certainly.
Absolutely.
Can you
Certainly
imagine
not
if
because
you were
it's a good
shaving
idea.
some girl's bush? You're like, okay, we can have sex, but first
Okay,
we
have
have
you
to
ever
shave
shaved somebody else's bush?
your- I haven't shaved somebody's
Have
bush.
you shaved his balls?
No,
have
he
you
can
sh-
shave his own balls.
That's what I think. So there's this comedian that I follow, Bert Kreischer, if anybody knows who that is, and you know him? Yeah. He shaves his wife's bush. That's their routine. They've been married 20 years or something, and that
Does he
is
eat her out every time? Or is
No,
it just
it's
they
like-
have sex every 6 years or what?
no. Like he just does it because it's like that. For some reason, he started doing it,
must
and
have
now
known.
it's like It is. I think it's just like his thing.
But
So
you
now,
think like after that he would like eat her out or something. Like
Well, maybe he does.
I'm assuming he doesn't. He probably cuts that part out. You know that fat guy without the shirt?
yeah.
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 So
The machine.
yeah, the machine
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah.
So, but he's it's not even part of his jokes or anything. I just listened to his podcast, so he's just said it multiple times that like it's like part of their routine when she needs to get shaved. She lays on the bed, they put down like a sheet or whatever, and he's got a razor like an electric one, and he gets all the majority of it, and then he uses like a real razor and like gets her like he does it like.
Okay,
But
wait a
how
minute,
much
wait a
can you
minute, wait a
believe
minute.
from comedians? Like,
I don't know. Fair enough. Okay, fine. Maybe
Okay,
he's
so
maybe he's.
wonder.
How long does it take to grow a full bush where you need to go like, raw, get this?
Honestly, because it depends. Sometimes I go through phases where sometimes I shave it all off and then I let it grow back and then I only want a landing strip. Like you go through phases,
Okay,
right?
but
So
if you needed to like, okay, we're gonna have sex, you need to shave my bush. Okay, let's get out the sheep
Yeah.
shears,
Wait.
let's shave it.
no,
Let
but
me
it's
get
like
the gas powered.
The fucking
no, but it's like an electric razor for your face. Sometimes you use the electric, like he uses an electric razor. Sometimes, you know,
For your bush though?
I would. I kind of want to buy one.
Sheep shears?
Don't be touching my shit.
Oh, we all do. We all do.
I'm in the process of getting laser right now, and it's
I've done it.
yeah. But then you said it grew back, right?
It does, yeah.
But it keeps the appointments keep getting canceled because of COVID and stuff, and it's actually annoying because I feel like it's screwing up the timeline. Now I'm like, fuck, I still have to shave. I don't know, it's stupid.
So do you lay on the bed with a sheet and let Karsten shave you?
I would,
We're gonna try it tonight.
although I don't know if I trust him. I let him paint my toenails when I was pregnant. He did a terrible job. Bad attention to
Rule
detail.
number one: do a terrible job at the things
And
they ask you to do.
and you'll never
I
be
know.
asked again.
Right? I know. Right?
Absolutely.
That's what I do too. Whatever he asks me to do, I'm like, oh, I can't fucking do that. Let's just.
Do a really bad job.
Would you
at it.
Monica,
trust
can you
somebody to
scratch my
shave
back?
your vagina? I feel like
What the fuck was that?
I'm the only one who can shave that. Like
I don't want someone to shave my vagina.
Like
Shave
if-
my own damn vagina.
Yeah,
That's
shave
weird.
your own vagina.
That's
for
really
crying
weird
out
to
loud.
have somebody like
Yeah.
meticulously like
you have to get
shave,
in,
because
like
you have to do a lot of like fucking.
you gotta like pull.
I don't have
skin-
a vagina, but like when I shave my nuts, it's gotta be pretty. Like you can't.
Would
I
you
wouldn't want.
Would you want someone
No.
to shave your nuts?
Never.
No.
Never.
I've got it.
Yeah, I can do it myself.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
don't need help.
at the end of the day, if I
Would
said
you want me to get a tattoo, Greg,
Yeah.
on my?
No.
and then hide it
We've been
under.
together for 8 years and we're in our 50s, and I'd still think that was fucking weird. So no, somebody in their 20s
I've
shouldn't be
signed
doing
up,
it.
apparently.
Your first tattoo. You don't have any tattoos.
Well, this is
right? So your
awkward 'cause
first
she already
tattoo is
did.
gonna yeah.
Would be Greg.
Surprise! You wonder why she
Surprise!
was growing out the bush.
Surprise!
She was growing out the bush for a reason. Now we know.
This is what the story was about.
Yeah. Don't be putting my
You don't have a
name
bush?
on your vagina.
No.
That's just
You
weird.
got a bush?
I don't. Well, sometimes I grow
Like
a little
80s
one.
bush, 70s
No,
bush?
no. It's always like a landing strip, but sometimes I let the middle get a little bushy because I'm lazy.
Like that girl in the Waiting, that movie we watched last
Yeah.
night, Waiting,
Waiting.
when
yeah.
she whipped out her fucking.
Oh, that was a
vagina.
bush.
It's
Yeah,
just
no.
like a-
I don't know that kind of bush.
It's like 70s bush. That's
Yeah.
the thing in the 70s.
So, because there's guys that like bush, not bush. Like, what do you guys think? Can I get your opinion? Like, would you prefer hair, no hair, a little bit of hair? What is the story?
Just not full on 70s porn.
But what about completely bald?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
That's good.
Yeah.
What is
well,
your
it's,
opinion?
I mean, that's not the be all end all. It's just anything that's not 70s.
Depending
is-
on what you're doing at the time.
What does that mean?
Well, if you're like eating a girl out, then less hair is better.
Yeah.
If you're not eating her out, I don't really care.
Oh,
So
well, how about, do you want hair on a guy or not?
I like a little bit. I don't like completely bald because I don't want to. I don't know. Oh,
Nobody wants to choke on hair.
yeah.
Yeah, but there's no hair on a guy's cock.
No, that's the thing. So it's different for. It's different
Yeah,
for.
I guess it is a bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so it's nice to have it a little groomed, but too bald, I'm like, it doesn't really look like a child because it's like a fucking big dick. But like, I don't want like for a girl like to have a completely shaved. It's for some reason it gives me a little like prepubescent vibes and it freaks me out. And I'm like,
No,
I used to.
I'm a full-on shaver.
I used to all the time. I used to always, but I go through my phases where sometimes I like it completely shaved and not right.
I think that you're just lazy.
No, I'm in a phase right now where I'm like, I don't want my whole vulva showing like
So you're like 70s bush is what you're
no.
saying.
I'm like landing strip, I'd call it.
Okay, that's acceptable.
Like I make it look okay. Although I am kind of
Does
lazy.
she? Make it look okay? You don't care. You're just
I
like, as
don't
long
really
as I get
care.
it in every now and
Yeah,
then.
I don't really, like, it doesn't make a difference.
He doesn't even
Does
look.
she have to sneak out of bed? Does she have to do the...
No.
We're both not really like, the only time we have morning sex, why are we talking about this on the podcast, is when we're like really hungover. Then we have morning sex.
Yeah, morning sex is only ever hungover
Morning sex is whenever I can get it.
Morning sex for Monica is anytime she wakes up while I'm still not completely out of the room.
It's just like, that's why he does that.
That's me at night. It's not a sex reason, but it's mostly I just try
You
to
sneak in,
try to be
not-
quiet. Because she goes to bed at like 10. I
Not
come in at
always.
like 12.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. I feel like we're just spiraling. This is what happens when you drink 20 glasses of wine.
Oops.
I hope you guys enjoyed the It's Really None of Our Business podcast.
Join us on YouTube. I can't clink any glasses. Look, I'm empty. Woo! But YouTube,
There's
and
one right there.
Instagram, and
Cheers.
Facebook, and subscribe. And
Yeah,
find us in all the
subscribe.
places. Yeah.
Hit the bell notification to get notifications of when we release new videos. We're going to put together some clips and you guys are going to like it. So just follow us.
Do I get to promote my podcast now?
Sure.
What is it?
Please
I
do.
don't have a podcast.
You don't have a podcast. You're not
I-
cool enough.
I just drink wine.
I'm not promoting mine.
Yeah. Do it.
Oh, you guys, we have actually a star in the house. I forgot to say it. We might clip this into the beginning. This is, if you guys follow the plumbing gurus, we have none other than Karsten Nielsen in the house.
Oh my god, it's Garth.
Is that Karsten? Kind of a big deal.
If you guys need to change a toilet out or, change your shower head, Google them.
Yeah,
YouTube
or
them.
snake a thing.
We snake some things, yeah.
Anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in and we will see you on the next one.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in to It's Really None of Our Business podcast with Monica and Amanda. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all the places. If you've enjoyed this podcast, tell your friends, and please rate and review us where you can. If you are brave enough to reach out and ask us for advice, we will definitely read it out on our show. We'll totally keep your name anonymous, so what do you got to lose? You can reach us by email at ask.noneofourbusiness@gmail.com. Looking forward to hearing from you guys soon. Ciao.